Welcome back to the KBCC Garage. Kissy Boy's crusty cars.
Hey folks, welcome back to KBCC Garage, or Kissy Boy's Crusty Cars in this case. Here to show you my latest finished project. This is the MPC 1972 Pontiac GTO kit. Not really sure if this would be a GTO or a Le Mans. Haven't really decided. It did have the GTO scripting on the back of it. I removed that and smoothed everything out and decided to do this as a junker car. This guy who's taking a look at it, I guess he's trying to decide, you're gonna fix it or what? Anyway, I decided I wanted to do a kind of dirty, dented up build, like one of the weathered builds, like I usually do after doing a shiny build, something that's less stress, and decided to do this. I'm showing you the good side first, but here's the bad side. So, as you seen in the last video that I posted, I was doing some foil work or foil damage. And this is the result. And if you follow me on Facebook, you've seen the process that I've gone through to get to where it is now. I'd say it's about 99.9% done, which for this car, 99.9% done basically is 100% complete, and that'll become apparent as I go over the car. I decided I wanted to do it. I want to try something different and do the foil fender, and I went over in the last video with Jesse how I do that. If you haven't seen that video, just go back one video, and you should be able to see how I did that. But anyway, this car was primered, and I used the usual methods of rusting with the hairspray method I use on this one. So the hairspray basically all the rust mixture in the areas where you see the paint is chipping away, and a stiff brush and some warm water to get it to come off. These wheels here, these are Fireball Model Works, I believe these are 15-inch Pontiac Steelies and hubcaps. These were painted the same color as the body, but I didn't put a gloss coat over the wheels, so they look a little more aged. But they're the same color as the body, and had a little rust color red oxide spritzed over them to make them look a little aged. And these hubcaps, these were primered black and used Tamiya black to cover them, and then Molotow chrome as the chrome over it. And I made valve stems for the tires as well. And as you can see, it's a brown car. So when I saw this, for some reason I was thinking of Smokey and the Bandit, and that is why I went with the plate that I have on here. If any of you have ever seen the television edit of Smokey and the Bandit, Buford T. Justice would call the band Scumbum instead of some bitch. So
This is Bandit Darville talking.
Where are you, you scumbum?
Well, thank you, Mr. Bandit.
And, as a pursuer, may I say you're the gall-darnest pursuee I have ever pursued. And now that the mutual hogwash is over, where are you, you scumbum?
I put that on here instead of put the television edit on here because I was just thinking of that, and I thought it was funny because this brown reminds me of his pursuit car. And today I wrapped up on it. It still doesn't have a drive shaft, which is pretty much par for the course for me. So I'll probably be putting that on at some point. Well, then maybe not. I mean, this is a beater car. Let's see. Today I put the plates on it, made it quote unquote legal, and made some exhaust tips for it. See on both sides, it does have dual exhaust. And I wanted with this one, I wanted it to be dirty and worn, but I kind of I added some shine to some places, and then I added some places where it looked like it was worn. And today I actually used a rust mixture to add where the worn spots are, add a little more rust. You can see it a little bit there. It's kind of subtle. You see it kind of at the bottom of the rocker panel there, and up toward the door line, this area here, and around the lower rockers there, and around the lower fender there. And you can see the roof has a little bit of a rash on it too, in the corners of the roof. The C-pillar there, and then I put the front license plate in the window, and I dirtied down the windshield. If you ever seen the masking method that a lot of people do when they're doing the weathered kits, they put the tape over the windshield and just do a spray some acrylic or dull coat, make it look like there's dirt on the windshield. And another thing I'm proud of on this thing, my wife actually helped me. She's been helping me a lot on a lot of stuff. I didn't like the chrome headlights that these kits come with, and she's pretty good at doing resin casting, and she actually does a lot of molding for her Etsy shop for her accessories. That's another thing too, guys. Be sure to check out her Etsy shop. I'll be linking her Etsy in the description of this video. Check out some of the scale accessories that she has. Pizzas, burgers, things for your diorama. Check it out. You might find something that you like there. But anyway, getting back to this. She went and she cast the I made a foil outline of the headlights, and I had her fill them with the clear epoxy resin, and it's a UV resin. She made those. I cut them out, and I sanded and shaped them until they fit in these bezels here. And then around the bezel, I did some Molotow chrome pin. And my paint job might not be the best in the world, but it looks better, in my opinion, than just having the chrome bezels and chrome headlights. It has a little bit more realism. And there's a lot to talk about on this car for me. I had a lot of fun when I tried to go a little out of the norm that I usually do, as far as detailing these weathered and battered cars. But to go along with the damage to the fender, I also bent down this little pan here and bumped out the fog lights, or the marker lights, and also took some real rust mixture and mixed that into the hole there. I use a lot of rust mixture on here, of actual rust, and there's several videos out there to tell how to make the rust with steel wool and vinegar. Now that is warning, that is it does give off fumes, so if you're going to do that, be sure to do it outdoors. So if you're going to pursue doing real rust, do it outdoors in a contained environment. But once it's, I guess, gassed out, or whatever they call it, it's safe to bring it in your container and rub it on. And there's several videos out there that teach how to apply the real rust. That won't be the focus of this video. This is just basically to show you this build. The interior is probably one of my favorite parts of this whole build. I'll put up some pictures of that so you can see the interior. The chassis donor for this kit is the MPC 69 Olds W30442. It's hard for me to get a hold of a good Pontiac engine, so I decided to use the kit motor from the MPC Oldsmobile, and one of the reasons I got that, I wanted to have a motor that was in a teardown mode. Like the car had an issue, and they decided to tear it down, and it started to overheat. As the story, it was overheating. Started shooting white smoke out of the tailpipes after some spirited driving. So now they're tearing it down to diagnose what the problem is, and I'll put up some still pictures of it in detail. But as you can see, I added some rust under the hood, and they've torn the motor down here. And you can take a look inside and see if you can tell what's going on. So you remove the cylinder heads, or one of the heads, the valve cover, and the intake manifold, and all the belts. And you can see I removed the power steering and the alternator, and actually put grooves into the pulleys there. See? That was fun. It's a little added detail that you probably wouldn't be able to tell if I didn't point it out to you. You probably wouldn't care. But anyway, yeah, and with these and the holes in the cylinders, you can see there. That's why I picked this engine to go in here. People would be like, you know, that's an Oldsmobile motor. Okay, well, I know it's an Oldsmobile motor, but it's what I had, and it doesn't really matter. It's just to tell the story of the car that, you know, needs some help to get back on the road again. But I'll throw up some still pictures of the build as it went, and probably some shots of it sitting on the sitting in a little background scene. And you can see the wheels are pivoting, so they still turn. That's one reason why I like to choose the AMT or MPC Oldsmobile chassis, because it does have pivoting wheels. But that's about all I got for this video. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the KBCC Garage, or Kissy Boys Crusty Cars in this case. Thank you for taking a look at the scum bum. Like I said, I'll put up some still pictures of what it looks like. But before we go, here's the bad side, and here's the good bad side. Alright, thanks for tuning in. I'll have a great day.
You're a crumb creep. I want to fight you. But you don't have the courage. You're a real crumb bum.